Well, hello, all you future dental students. So today we're going to be talking about how to avoid burnout, specifically while studying for the DAT. Studying for the DAT, that's a big endeavor. So here are some tips to help you through that process. So first tip is create a study structure. So this is a lot of information to study for. So you're going to need a structure, you're going to need a plan. It's kind of like that weird saying goes of, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So that's what you need to do here. You need to break down the DAT into several weeks of study. So I recommend probably about 8 to 12 weeks or so, and then study for about 4 to 6 hours per day or so. Something that can help is dividing your study sections up into different subjects and switching between those so the information feels more new and fresh. That helps mix up the day, so I think that helps mix up the day so you don't feel as burnt out as quickly. So when I was studying for the DAT, I basically followed the DAT bootcamp protocol. I added some variation there. So I studied for about 10 weeks, about 5 hours every weekday. Usually weekends I would take off, or I'd just do some light reviewing on the weekends. So kind of like what I said earlier, rotate your subjects, mix up the subjects you're studying each day, and then also the ways that you're studying, using like practice tests, flashcards, however you want to study. Just mixing it up though helps keep everything fresh. So something like I would do is like do some biology, then some chemistry, then do some PAT. That's kind of a nice break from the other subjects. Then do quantitative reasoning and so on. The next thing is to take care of yourself. If you're not eating well, if you're not getting enough sleep, enough water, you're going to feel like junk, and it's just going to make all of this so much harder. And with that, exercise and good quality sleep are really important with your learning, memory, and that's just so beneficial for you. So whenever you have a good break, go take a walk, make sure you're getting enough sleep, make sure you're taking care of yourself. So make sure you're taking breaks. Having quality short study sessions and then a break is much more beneficial than having kind of long drawn out sessions where you're not really that focused. Well, I would study for about 25 minutes of really focused, intense study, then take a break, go on a quick walk, do something light, then do another study session. And just doing those study sessions throughout the day with your breaks helps make the day feel more manageable. And during that break, you can look at your phone or do social media, but honestly, I would try and avoid that. You're looking at screens enough. Go on a walk, go get a snack, go talk to someone, go exercise, do something like that. Give your eyes a break and do something that's good for you. So the other half of taking care of yourself here is realize like some days aren't going to be as productive as others. Some days you're going to have bad days, and that's okay. Just try and do better the next day. Don't worry so much. Like things happen. Some days your studying's going to get interrupted. Sometimes things are going to happen, and like that's okay. Just do your best the next day. Also, don't compare yourself. Everyone learns different at a different rate. And then reward yourself while you're going through this. This is hard. This is a hard process. You're going through a lot. Celebrate your small wins. Make goals for yourself and reward yourself when you achieve those things. If you don't find time to do things that you enjoy during this process, you're going to go crazy. So make sure you're still getting out. You're doing things that are fun, that you enjoy, and you're making time for yourself. Then stay connected and ask for support. Join a study group or other kids that are studying for the DAT. Talk with them, get encouragement, talk with each other, help each other out. You can find online study groups. And feel free to use the comment sections. Ask any questions, obviously, but also, to share your goals, advice, show support for each other. Use this comment section to help each other through this process, because I know studying for the DAT is a big undertaking. These tips were very beneficial for me going through this process, and I think they could be helpful for you. I know studying for the DAT is a big undertaking, but I know that you can do it. Reach out to me with any questions you may have or other ways that I could help you through this process.